NASCAR Cup Series driver Corey LaJoie announced he will no longer be driving for Spire Motorsports beginning with the 2025 season. Before we get to this, I'd like to ask you please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos here at John Trent Racing. This is over at NASCAR.com. Article states this: Corey LaJoie, driver of the number 7 Spire Motorsports Chevrolet, announced Thursday he will not return to the team following the 2024 NASCAR Cup Series season. I won't be driving the 7 car next year, LaJoie told The Athletic, which first reported the news. I take a lot of satisfaction from having an integral part of building Spire into a respectable team on the grid, but unfortunately, the future won't involve me. We will finish the remainder of 2024 strong, continuing to deliver for my partners, my guys who work hard to build good cars, family, fans, and friends who have supported me since day one in the Cup Series. This chapter ends after Phoenix, and I'm excited to see what the Lord has in store for my family next. And we get some stats here. LaJoie spent 4 years with Spire in the NASCAR Cup Series, tallying 4 top 5s and 6 top 10s in 129 races so far, with a career best finish of 4th, coming 3 separate times at Atlanta, Talladega, and Daytona. The 32-year-old made his Cup debut in 2014 and spent his first seasons with BK Racing, TriStar Motorsports, and Go Fast Racing before landing at Spire. He currently sits 28th in points. You can look at the point standings right here. You can see there he is, 28th in points. He is nowhere near the playoff picture. You can see he's not even on this image here shared by Matt Weaver, which I think NASCAR and NBC posted during their broadcast at the end of the race at the Brickyard. He's over 120 points out of a playoff position. So it does not look like he will be making the playoffs this year unless he wins a race. So what is interesting is this news does come after Spire actually announced that Rodney Childers would be heading over to the number 7 team and be the team's crew chief for the 2025 season. They announced this just earlier this month on July 9. It said Rodney Childers, a 40-time NASCAR Cup Series race-winning crew chief and one of the sport's most respected tacticians, will lead Spire Motorsports number 7 team and driver Corey LaJoie in 2025. So they were saying he would be with Corey LaJoie just 2 weeks ago. Now Corey LaJoie will no longer be racing with them. So something seems to have happened in the past 2 weeks for them to split ways. Definitely feels like they were going to be moving forward with LaJoie, and now they are not, because if we continue reading this article here, it says Ryan Sparks, who currently serves in a dual role as both Spire Motorsports competition director and crew chief for LaJoie, will transition from his duties atop the pit box for the number 7 team to a singular role as the organization's competition director at the conclusion of the 2024 season. It goes on to kind of basically give some stats for Rodney Childers, basically leading Kevin Harvick to the 2014 NASCAR Cup Series championship, or maybe not leading, but partnered, teamed with him. They were on the same team. Obviously, they both won it together. And then it says here that he had 37 wins for Harvick from 2014 to 2023. Prior to the over 3 dozen victories with Harvick, Childers is credited with leading drivers David Rudman and Brian Vickers to victory lane as well. So very interesting here that just 2 weeks ago, they had announced that Childers would be joining Spire, and he would be the crew chief for the number 7 team and driver Corey LaJoie. Now Corey LaJoie will no longer be racing with them in 2025. His time is done at the end of the season. So clearly Spire will need a driver to fill in for that number 7 car. And we know it won't be Michael McDowell. He did indeed sign with Spire Motorsports earlier this year as well. And clearly you can see there, he will be driving the team's number 71 car, which is currently piloted by Zane Smith. And so you can see here, Spire Motorsports has agreed to a multi-year contract with 2021 Daytona 500 winner Michael McDowell to drive the team's number 71 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 in the NASCAR Cup Series beginning with the 2025 season. So looks like they still have some slots to fill. I think they're going to obviously stay with Carson Hocevar. They still have to fill that number 7 team. We're not sure what's going to happen with Zane Smith. Obviously, it looks like he will not be in the 71 car next year. And I think there's a number of other drivers that we still don't know what their futures are. Ryan Preece probably being the biggest name out there that we don't know yet, given the fact that Stuart Haas will no longer exist at the end of the year, and he'll be losing his ride due to the fact that that team is just won't exist. But let me know what you guys make of Corey LaJoie announcing that he will no longer be racing with Spire following the 2024 season, just 2 weeks after Spire had announced that he would be teaming with Rodney Childers and that number 17. Let me know what you guys make of this in the comments below.